Always fun to watch the great Ryan Moore play the game. Grade 5, grade 3, better than grade 2, and he's on the right side. And then one of the great young players in all the world of table soccer. There you see Stefan Burmetler of Austria. One of these wunderkinds, which is a German word, which is what they speak in Austria, by the way.
This young man is incredible. So there's he beat Kevin Huntsdorfer when he was 14 in a singles championship. At 17, he won the open mixed and the open singles at the Garlando World Series. 17 years old, he's a machine.
He goes
I think
through the high
terrifying.
lane here to open up the scoring, but he's also going up against one of the great Tornado players of all time. That quick pull kick was on goal, effortlessly executed by Burmedler. Ryan weaving, can't connect on that pass, comes back to Stefan. Shot on goal, there he is, grabbing the rebound. Burmedler's shot attempt up into the air and then knocked off the table on the reaction play by Ryan.
We may have a phenom, but we have a legacy super grandmaster in Ryan Moore. So this is where you get tested.
Oh,
That's
look at
why.
that long pull shot from Moore. Look at this. He gets it all the way around and in.
Look at how long that pull shot is. That thing is beast, man. You could have the best zone in the world, and Ryan's
it's a
hot.
zone
He's
breaker.
going to break you.
Yep.
He'll break your zone.
Burmedler coming back, passing it down nicely near side. This is a great experience here for Stefan Burmedler on a table that isn't his home table, but I think it's a table he likes. And he's going up against a guy I'm sure he has watched a lot of video of, a guy that he is well aware of, in that man right there, the legendary Ryan Moore. 1-0 lead for Moore. Going to the short side here. That hole probably was there, and he sent it just wide. Burmedler's quick shot attempt.
Now, Stefan is a singles champion versus Kevin Huntsdorfer when he was 14.
Well, it's reminiscent of Kevin Huntsdorfer, who was, when he first burst on the scene, was 14. In fact, at a tournament 2007 in Tulln, Austria, the Garlando World Championship Series, as it was called then, Kevin Huntsdorfer at 14, maybe 15, defeated Frederick Collignon in the winner's bracket of that event. It was double elimination at that time. Fred, of course, did come back and beat him in the final, but still, there is a tradition of really young, great players coming out of Austria.
But then Kevin went on from there to win the multi-table singles championship
and doubles,
ITSF World Cup, and doubles.
And two times in singles.
So for this young man to beat Kevin,
that says something.
But this is Tornado, and this is Ryan Moore. So we'll just see if
Ryan
he has
flips, waits, hammers it back down the middle to make it 2-0. What's interesting, too, is we watch Ryan fake and then bring it back down the middle, is that, the Garlando table is one of the more difficult tables to play on if you're not a regular player. Now, Garlando players, of course, it's their home table. They like it. They adjust to all the various idiosyncrasies of the table. But then to be able to also perform at a high level on Tornado says something. And it's a very tight split hole here. Let's do one.
Ready?
Moore. And the other thing, too, this is the kind of match that Ryan is going to get up for.
Yeah.
It's a young kid. He wants to kind of keep him in his place. He knows who he is. He knows that this is a future star.
He knows who
Ryan's out there with great energy, doing his thing with authority. Watch this, aggressively walking it and then slamming it off that far corner.
Ryan is going to be a bully. He's not going to let some young kid.
No.
He's not going to let some young kid just beat him.
Nope.
You're going to take it from Ryan.
At any time you see Ryan Moore, and he's a motivated Ryan Moore. He is an incredibly dangerous foosball player. Maybe, again, I've said it before, Ryan's A game on Tornado, I think, is the best I've ever seen. And this one, gently sent up the table by Burmetler. It's 3-2.
Right? Yeah.
Certainly when you're talking about the greatest Tornado players in Tony Spredeman and Frederick Collignon, the consistency is extraordinary with both of those guys. But Ryan sets a bar that I'm not sure even those guys have reached. That one going to go back into the goal.
Oh, whoops.
Ryan didn't sound real apologetic about that either, did he?
No. It's debatable. I think it's debatable because when you get guys with 2 bars like Billy Pappas, and 2 to the 5s like, there you go, and 2 to the 5s like Frederic, and 2 to the 5s like Tony. when those guys are hot, they could trade punches for infinity. You just don't know how that thing ends, man. You just don't know. If it was win by 2 to infinity for those 4 guys at the top of their game, that thing could go on forever. You just can't. There's too much skill, you know? I've seen Billy Pappas in his own right shoot 2-bar shots in singles championships, and no one knows where the ball went. I don't think Billy knows where the ball went.
4-3 lead now for Moore, who can't hold on to that wall pass. Burmetler now with a window of opportunity to get back into this opening game.
I like that he's a shooting 2-bar. We don't see a 2 to the 5 from the young man. I like that.
He's able to pick it up on the 3-rod and slam it home to make it 4-4. Very effortless release here from Stefan Burmetler.
Ready? Yep.
Well, despite all of that, we're now even at 4 here in this first game. And again, Ryan can't hold on to it. And a timeout called here by Burmetler.
Ryan's not happy at all. Ryan's actually pissed off about that. Look at him. He's upset, which is good. You know why? Because he cares.
He cares. That's right.
That's a scary place. It doesn't tell the whole story. That's 4-4. I think he got 2 breaks. He's fortunate to have those 2 breaks, but here he is. He's got his chance to put it away. This is where the rubber hits the road. The decision-making, execution on the 5-bar.
International crowd checking it out. It's another thing that makes this tournament so interesting. Well, I like that high lane pass that he does effortlessly. Unique. For a first game win, Stefan Burmetler. Tried to come to that near side. Ryan with the block. Burmetler will get another opportunity here. Stefan. You see that reverse defense. And the Ryan Moore defense. He's able to make the block up into the air and off the table. See, he posts up and dares you. He baits and switches to that far corner or down the middle.
We can see the short side effort.
Now watch out here. Ryan looking at the bank. Faking the bank. Calls timeout.
Ryan, look at him. I like that, Ryan. That Ryan isn't fired up. It's not the goofing around Ryan. It's just gonna. He's shaking out the cop. He's a multi-singles champion, right? Multi-table is multi-table world champion. Or multi
yes,
both
he is.
singles and doubles. Right?
Both singles and doubles, yeah.
Yeah.
And also a former Roberto Sport world champion, and in fact he tripled at that event. 4-4. Ryan going for it. Moore tried to hammer the bank. That one slides wide of the goal. Burmetler calmly steps back there. Saw him try to dump it off that wall, but Ryan, with those quick hands, able to get a piece of it and eventually grab it at goal. Still tied at 4 here in the opening game. Round of 16 action in men's singles.
That's the short side effort I was talking about. Just missed.
Burmedler has had a couple of opportunities already to win this first game. He'll get another one here as he sets it up against that post-up defense of Ryan Moore. Oh, the hole was there. The shot wasn't.
Look at it. Whoa, Michael Jordan. Yikes, man. That was there. He just missed. Are you going to try to shoot that split, or is he going to go to the short side?
No. Oh, he's going to bring it over with a high elbow pole kick.
Bar. Look at.
Boom.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Bar bails Ryan out and keeps him one step ahead. You cannot say that Stefan didn't have his chances. Did he have 3 chances?
Had 3 shots to put it away in that opening game. And his friends are saying, you just got the Ryan Moore treatment.
And he's 17, man. He's a sweet kid, man. I'm sure he's a predator to win a champion that young, but he's 17, and here he is on a big stage. The Tornado World Series is not his table. And he just went 4-4 with Ryan. He gave Ryan had 7 opportunities or something like that. Finally crushes that long. That's the super dead row pull kick, by the way. It's a long pull past the line and cuts back.
And then it keeps going. It keeps going until he finally. And another zone breaker from Ryan Moore. And he's up 1-0. That's 3 sets out of 5, 3 games out of 5.
And he's fortunate. But this is what I love about this match. Ryan's not goofing around. He's not screwing around. The kid's going to have to take it from Ryan.
Yep.
I mean kid respectfully because he's not 18 yet.
Second game underway. Burmedler putting it into play on the 5. And that one's going to be knocked down right back into the goal by Moore. So a little bit of defense leads to a bit of offense for Moore. He's up 1-0 here in game 2.
Yep.
What I like about Burmetler is his 5-bar has been steady. Now I spoke too soon there, but in those last couple possessions, he executed at a high level under pressure to get that ball to his 3-bar. Nice save. That double save.
Burmedler slowing things down and fires out a long pull shot on goal.
Blaster.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Tic-tac slingshot by Moore, taken away by Burmedler. Quick shot near side again. Ryan posting him up.
Even he knows that was a mistake just to do that blind.
Yeah, there's certain things you can get away with against most players that you're not going to get away with a guy like Ryan Moore.
Quick hands, though.
Yeah, very smooth, though, isn't it? He looks effortless out there, but a lot of quickness, a lot of anticipation. Very good at picking up loose balls.
Well, you got to do
Great
some math.
confidence.
Do some math. If you beat Kevin Hunsdorfer in singles when he was 14, he must have been playing. He must have been turning pro like Billy at 10 or 11, right?
I mean, able to cut this one back between. Not much of a hole here. Somehow, Burmedler found it.
Ready?
Yep. So we're talking about a guy who has the muscle memory of touching a foosball table as a child, because he's a child when he wins at 14, right?
Yeah, and that makes a difference. It really does, and you can see it. I mean, you can see the amount of table time. He is very much at home on a foosball table and looks very much at home on Tornado. Oh, that one, the bank off the outside wall, rattled around. Watch this. The bank was almost there.
Yeah, it was right there.
Get off the back of the 5 and in. Let's do 1. So let's see how Burmetler responds. He's now down a game, down 2-1. Stefan. Different defense here shown by Moore and the squared off split. I think Burmedler wasn't sure he was going to give it to him, but he did.
Ready? Yep.
And you talk about the things that make Ryan dangerous. Yeah, it's his 2-bar, but you know what? It's the defensive positioning he learned from Bobby Diaz. It's that spacing and attention to detail
and trust in what you're doing. Yeah. Ryan setting up a pull shot here. Now back to the snake shot. I don't feel like Ryan's had a lot of opportunities. I think Burmedler has outpossessioned him about 3-1, but Ryan does find the far corner on this effort. Burmedler saying, why did I come off that hole? 3-2 lead for Moore. He's up a game. Always, I don't know, I find myself with young players who I haven't watched a lot of. There's certain things I want to look at. I want to see how they respond when they're down. I want to see table management. I want to see creativity, and there's some right there. That left hook has tied it at 3. And I like the consistency of Burmedler. He seems to just continue to play it 1 ball at a time, no matter what the score is. Ryan's long pull shot. Burmedler out there to make the block. There's that big high elbow pull kick and a nice save there. Quick shot. Ooh.
Those are the mistakes that you make when you're a little on the young side. Like that's a great place.
As you learn from them, yeah, but that was certainly not the time for that. Even if it works, it's still not the time for it. He nails that near corner with a pull shot.
He crushed that ball too.
Got a really good pull shot back there. Hit the long earlier. It's the short right here.
I smelt it.
And the timeout called. With Burmedler leading 4-3 here in game number 2. I think it was Ryan.
Ryan feeling the heat. He got this young gun, half his age.
You know, the good news for Burmedler is that Ryan Moore has not had a lot of possessions on the 3-rod. Stefan has had probably 2 or 3 times as many. He's getting opportunities.
Ready?
But isn't the future bright for foosball coming overseas with a 17-year-old phenom punching Ryan in the mouth after getting punched in the mouth by Ryan?
Looking to even it at 4. Moore. Comes back to the ball and nails that far corner. Watch this. He comes off the ball, goes back to it, and hits the corner. It's all about all you can do is smile, because I don't know that there is any other player in the world who can do that. Oh, and the pass off the man and in. Burmetler catches a break, and he catches a second game win.
1 game.
Mark checking his phone, looking for comments on the recent picture he put up there.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's David versus Goliath, the phenom 17-year-old. However, I don't know who David and who's Goliath. Which one is David? Which one is Goliath?
Well, Goliath was a big guy, right?
Yes. Yeah. So you immediately think it's, but I don't know who's feeling like David and who's feeling like Goliath. You think that Ryan's gonna feel like a giant killer if he beats the 17-year-old? You don't know.
1 game apiece. Well, that pull shot that Burmedler hit, that hard short side, was a big one. Gave him confidence and eventually allowed him to catch a break.
If Ryan was a normal-sized man, he'd fit in this view.
I see.
So he is the giant.
All right, so Ryan will have the first scoring opportunity of game number 3. As again, he flips, comes back to the ball, walks it, and then try to go far side. Burmetler there with a block. Nice switch and save. Oh, that one off that near post. Ryan trying to come back with the same shot, stolen away by Stefan. Burmetler shot far side, locked up into the air and off the table. He wasted that possession a little bit. On that one, blocked back into the goal. It's 1-0. So for the first time in the match, Burmedler on top.
I love that he's just having fun, though. This 17-year-old young man.
That was completely an own goal right there from Ryan. Nobody else touched it. And there's a break for Moore. This is a pass that turns into a score. Back comes Burmetler. Again, there's Ryan waiting for him out there on that far side.
Ready? Yep.
Boy, Ryan wants that slinger.
Shot the quick push kick. Would have been pretty if it went.
Yeah, he's got all the shots. He's got a good pull kick, good push kick, good pull from goal. And the outside bank by Moore. Again, the 2-rod.
Made him pay, though.
Coming through for Ryan Moore.
You got to remember that all the stuff that came easy to you in the first 3 or 4 rounds are not going to come that easy against Ryan Moore. That push kick probably scored half dozen times before this match, right?
And one sent on goal with a 5 by Burmedler. Comes back to Ryan. He's now up 2-1 here in game number 3. We're even at 1 game apiece. Jim Stevens, Mark Torres, Daniel Sorg.
Ooh, he just missed.
William Bortman.
He just missed.
Wayne Ritchie.
He was going for the longer hole, and it went back a bit.
Now setting up a pull shot and finding the straight hole. It's 2-2. Burmedler finds that near corner. Ryan went with a little hesitation, left hook, and then the high lane. Moore again, off the ball, to the ball, regrips, flips, trying to come back down the middle. Burmedler was there. Make that one off the inside wall, then tried to slam dunk home the rebound. Moore with the block and the eventual rebound. Wow. Ryan to the pull shot. Nope, back to the snake. Moore. Stokes it home far side.
And in spite of the shot, I'm still impressed with Burmetler's defense. Burmetler's defense is very poised, very composed, thoughtful defense. I like what I'm seeing from him defensively in spite of Ryan scoring.
3-2 now in favor of Moore here in the third. Burmedler with a rare miscue. Ryan came right back but couldn't hold on to it. Stefan now with a pull. That one just wide.
He's got a crushing pull shot,
Sure
man.
does.
You can see it.
And there's a crushing pull kick. It's 4-2. Just Ryan has shown you everything in this match, including the pull kick.
I bet you if Ryan had a 2-bar mantra, it'd be hit the ball hard and good things happen.
Yeah.
Whether it's clean or it's just a rocket that hits 3 men on the way towards you.
Yeah, it's a good matchup over on table number 2. Todd Lafredo and Sam DeJohn.
And a good one on table number 3.
A couple of world champions.
Isabel Stelli and Katerina Sarbilescu.
Yep, that is Stelli and Sarbilescu. Burmedler trying to get back into this third game. He trails 4-2.
Bang.
He's got a good looking pull shot.
Yeah, it's snappy.
Squares this one off down the middle to pull himself within one.
Yeah, those looks are hilarious, dude. These Americans, so rude. I like his pull shot. You know what? There's not as much. It's not as hard, but it is fast laterally.
Really, look how far he pulls this thing on that long speed. Try to come back with a push kick taken away by Moore, who's got a chance to go up 2-1. As he sets it up, that quick shot attempt blocked. Will come back to Moore. Another block here by Burmetler, who stayed home on that near side, but then could not capture that bouncing rebound. Again, Moore fires it home near far side, and just like that, Ryan Moore surges ahead 2-1.
Well, he's 2 from 2. He's 2 for 2 from his 3-bar with his pull shot. So if he matches the possessions and he scores at least in that general area, 70%, 60%, it's going to tighten up. We can just see him get the ball and continue to shoot that pull shot. I like that pull shot. It's laterally fast as heck. I like it. I like his roller, too. He just knows that Ryan's on top of it on his roller.
Well, I think he has learned the lesson from a lot of the top American players in particular right now who do have a snake shot and the pull shot, right? When you're talking about Ryan Moore, and we saw Brandon Moreland in that last match. It's good to be versatile. Good to have those weapons available to you as we get game number 4 underway. Burmedler will have the first scoring opportunity back to the pull. Stefan. And finds that straight hole.
He shot all 3 holes so far. Long split straight.
Great patience shown there by Stefan Burmedler. Ryan's 5 has been a little inconsistent throughout the match. Maybe the weakest part of his game, and that's no disgrace to his abilities to pass the ball. He's got a great 5, but the confidence has not been there in the 5. Now on the 3, looking good. It's 1-1. Very aggressively walking, tapping, flipping, and then scoring. They even it at 1 here in game number 4 for Ryan Moore.
He's giving the young man some side effects. Or some sound effects, not side effects.
Side effects. There's side effects to sound effects. Here he goes again. He just loves to have fun. Tried to come back down the middle. Burmetler said no. And then comes back with that short side pull shot to make it 2-1. So he gets it, immediately goes with it. Sent it just wide, but again, off that wingman.
Ready? Yep.
You know, that wingman, a lot of players internationally may wonder why why there are 3 men on the goalie rod. As Ryan now will set it up, looking to tie it up. And fire it home. Yeah, and I think it really comes down to what I've heard is Ryan now waits and then hits that middle. But, you know, the tornado table is built like a truck. These things, you put them in locations, you put them in pubs, they last forever, right? If you take care of them, they are built like trucks. As now Burmetler will set up the pull shot and stroke it home.
He is like 100% right now from the 3-bar.
I don't think he's missed.
Yeah.
3-2. Maybe.
And he shot the 2 longs, a split, and a straight. So I think it's 4 for 4.
But in order to keep the surface of the tornado table completely flat and clean, They did not want to bank those, did not want to angle those corners. You don't want those inclines in the corners. At least this is the thinking of the Tornado people. So how do you get the ball when it goes in the corners? If it's not going to come back down, you got to have the man over there. Now, unfortunately, and there's the first miss, pull shot position. Ryan, again, baiting the split. They got a piece of it with that 2-rod. So instead, they put the wingman on there in order to get it out of the corners. Now, unfortunately, you'll see goals. There's that big high elbow pull kick on goal. Watch this. Oh, actually, just off goal, hit that far man on the 2-rod. But one of the things potentially they could do, if they really wanted to get rid of that ball coming off the wing band, is just put that man up 45 degrees on each side. Yep. You could still go in there and scoop it out. It just wouldn't come off of there. Kind of an interesting idea. Because we've seen a couple of them from Burmetler. Now he is from the near side successful. Watch the push shot. With authority, the near corner. Burmetler just a goal away from sending this one to a 5th and final game. Ryan able to stick this one through. And comes back with a rolling pull shot off of a couple of men. It's now 4-3.
Burmetler, stuff, man.
See if he can close this 4th game. That's another thing you always want to look for in young players. How do they close? Nice. How do they manage their game? And he gets it, calls timeout.
The couple passes here were the hard pass to the first man out there a little bit, like the middle man pass with the first man, and then it's that brush. He just did a brushy middle thing that you don't see that much in the conventional.
No, he is a really good player. He's got a really good-looking young player. Yep. As he puts the ball back into play. Looking to extend the match to a 5th and final set, the final game. Burmetler strokes it home.
That shot, that pull shot is snappy. It's snappy. He cuts off on the power a little bit, but he's got the lateral speed, and he'll beat you to the hole.
That's the key, is to beat that man to the punch, get it past him before he can react. He did so there. He's looking great with a pull shot, something like 5 out of 6 so far, and hitting all the holes. Also has shown the ability to score from that 2-row, playing good foosball, really keeping his head, staying calm. This kid looks like a champ.
He is a champ, right? And so what do we know about him? At 14 years old, he'd be the incredible Kevin
Let me rephrase that. He looks like a multi-table champ.
Yeah, there you go. He beat Kevin Huntsdorfer in singles when he was 14 at championship, and then he's won the Garlando singles and mixed at 17 years old, and now here he is, 17 years old.
Performing really well on Tornado as well. So
you get the feeling that if this was Garlando, he would have crushed Ryan already. Not that he can't play Garlando, but this is his second table. It's not his main table, right?
All right, here we go. 5th game. Ryan Moore will put it into play. When Ryan takes his time on the 5 like that and works that lane wall series, he is nearly unstoppable. So he has gone to what's comfortable for him. He'll set up the snake shot. Again, going to go with the flip style snake. And stroke it home far side. It's 1-0. So Ryan comes out, passes, and scores. Burmedler tried to go along the wall, gets the left hand back there to keep it out somehow. Wow. That push kick wide. Rebound comes back to Stefan. And there it is, down the middle. That push shot.
If he gets a couple from the back like he did the last game, he maintains a scoring percentage from the 3-bar. This is going into overtime, or he's just going to outright beat Ryan.
We have seen some great 2-rod shooting on both sides of the table during the course of this match. Ryan coming back, setting it, walking it, regripping. And there's Burmetler to make the block on that attempt far side. Again, Ryan not having a man, not having a hand back there at goal, and it cost him another one, this time to the short side. Again, it's the lateral speed that allows him to do that.
It's that lateral speed.
through from goal for Burmetler here in Game 5.
And he's got a big fan out here in the crowd. Getting real loud when he scores.
Ryan goes through the high lane, and then again the shot attempt blocked away, but nice job of Ryan containing the ball back there at goal. Burmetler leading 2-1 here in the 5th. Ryan's bank attempt knocked up into the air and off the table. Watch here, Burmetler gets a piece of it.
And how about the 17-year-old putting pressure on Ryan with his 2-bar? This should be the other way around, right?
Well, Ryan is not making the defensive adjustments. He's still keeping a hand in the forward position. That was going to spin back to Moore. Ryan, slingshot. He wants that slingshot. Tried to fake the pull kick, come back with an outside bank. And he will now step away and use a timeout, trailing 2-1 here in the 5th.
I just love that typically it's Ryan terrorizing people from the 2-bar, and right now he's being terrorized from the 2-bar. Right now, Ryan is on his back heels trying to figure out how to put some stuff together before this kid kills him from the 2-bar.
Like Burmedler has scored at least 6 from that 2-bar, all of them impressive. Yeah, this is a guy already, I think looking at Burmedler's game, this is a guy, and he is contending here this weekend, but he's a guy that's going to contend on Tornado. If he chooses to play, that is 3 from goal.
That's 3. This is incredible.
One, he just gently rushes in.
This is incredible. This is good stuff, man.
Ryan can't hold on to it. It's grabbed on the 5 by Burmedler, who has taken over here in Game 5. Ryan able to take it back. Burmedler very quick-handed. Doesn't look like it because he is so smooth and makes it look easy. He gets those hands back there quickly.
You get the feeling Ryan's feeling it. I think Ryan's feeling the heat. Of course he is. He's 3-1.
And look out here. Is Ryan going to put a hand back there? No, that one's going to get stuffed back into the goal.
He scored them all.
He's scoring every point this game.
Ryan's trying to talk himself back into the match. Oh, man. Good foosball going on here.
Yeah, you saw a little bit of the Bobby Diaz approach there from Ryan.
Well, he flubbed the pass, whether or not it's directly related. Maybe a little...
He was up 3-1, now 3-2 lead for Burmedler. Moore tried to bring that one down the middle. Burmedler with a block, and then Ryan with a hustling save. See, Burmedler has made adjustments defensively to the 2-rod.
Here's the problem. We talked about this last night with Ryan on the 2-bar. It puts a little pressure on you to execute because you don't want the kid to get it on his 2-bar because the kid is shredding you from his 2-bar. So now you're like, okay, a little tentative, a little second guessing, a little hesitation, and that pressure is on now. So now he's got to figure out his own.
Burmedler putting it back into play, leading 3-2. All 3 of Stefan's goals in this 5th game have come from here. Shot attempt. Ryan gets back there to make the save. Tried to bank that one up into the air and off the table. Ryan trying to go with an outside bank here. Again, Burmedler gets that 3-rod on there as he forks him. And again, that's 4 from goal.
4 clean ones from goal.
Wow. But again, no adjustments defensively. It's the same defense throughout from Ryan Moore. It's match point for Stefan Burmedler. Ryan looking to cut the lead to 1. See, again, aggressively walks the ball. And slams it home far side. It's 4-3. Took a lot of time until that hole opened up, and he took advantage of it. Ryan left hand back there on the goal. Burmetler sticks it through the lane with a chance to win the match right here. But first, wisely call time out.
Wow. Wow. Is the kid going to come over here from Austria and just put down one of Tornado's greatest champions in the round of 16? Is that going to happen right now? possible. It's possible. Even Israel over here doesn't know a damn thing about foosball is shaking his head like whatever you're saying sounds accurate.
Not sure that's actually what's happening, Mark, but there you see the young 17-year-old Austrian who has performed so well in this match. And
4 clean ones from goal. 3 pushes and 1 pull.
let's see if he passes back to his 2-rod here.
Ryan would.
Chance to win the match right here for Stefan Burmetler. Is he looking inside? Is he looking outside? Burmetler chokes it down the middle.
Wow. Wow.
And a tremendous performance here on table number 1. Young Stefan Burmetler has defeated the great Ryan Moore 3 games to 2, 5-3 in the 5th to advance to the quarterfinals in men's singles. And what a performance from Stefan Burmetler, specifically from goal, but really all around on every rod. This kid looks like a champion.